We are giving away a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series S on the 12 days of foot trading. 10 other prizes also being given away to you guys that are subscribed to the website. So if you want to support the content, you want to learn how to trade, make millions of coins, and join an awesome community playing in tournaments with people, it's the best place to be. Check out Foot Trading, subscribe, help yourself never to need to spend EA points again. But for now, let's get into the video. Welcome to a new video, guys. I'm Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, consider subscribing down below. And if you can, click the like button and drop a comment. I do really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys are going to be doing this grind or not. And the best comment will get pinned at the top of the comment section. Check out Foot Trading. You've got 5 days now until the 12 days start. We're giving away a PlayStation 5. And we're teaching you guys how to make millions of coins. You won't ever need to spend a single FC point ever again. We guarantee it. Simple as that. But EA have completely and utterly smashed it out of the park. And they've changed the game. We had a mental objective drop yesterday. For me, it's right now because I'm recording it on the day. For you guys, it will be next day. But it is sensational. It is the League Upgrade SBC Completionist, okay? This is superb content. A lot of us guys just do League SBC as standard, okay? We do it as standard. But by doing it, you've got 7 days, 22 hours, which is basically as long as the League SBCs are left for. What was going to happen anyway was the cards were going to rise in value because of people trying to complete the League SBCs before they went. They're going to come back pretty quickly. All EA always do it. They've now given us even more to trade with, but the rewards for this are amazing, okay? I've already done it once round, but forget the first ones I've done. Even from here, I'm going to get an 83 plus times 2, an 83 plus times 3, another 83 plus times 2, and another 83 plus times 3, and again, and then an 84 times 2 for the 5th time. And again, it upgrades still to 84 times 2 the whole way through, which is mental. And then 84 times 2 at the end. And 84 times 3, and then an 84 times 5. It is ridiculous. So how are you guys going to complete them, okay? There are 2 places you guys need to look. The first is obvious. It's Libertadores and Sudamericana. The second is less obvious, and that is the Eredivisie, okay? They're the 2 places. What everyone is going to rush to do that doesn't know much about League SBC, they're going to go and head over to Liga, and they're going to go and buy the silvers from there and trade with those or whatever. Forget that. Sweep that to the side. Libertadores and Sudamericanas are harder to trade with purely on the basis that you've got to search by name. You can't really search by club. It's not as effective, and you can't search by rating, which definitely isn't effective, okay? So I'm going to speak to Dan tonight. For you guys, it would be yesterday, to try and get a way that we can get the list to you guys if you're on the website, okay? We're going to try and find a way to get the list to you guys. And see if we can get it up for the next week at least, so you guys know who you can trade with. But this is what I would do, okay, if you want to complete the League SBCs. You're going to get yourself a squad. You're going to go to your club and you're going to set up a squad, basically, and your idea is to make that squad as cheap as possible, okay? So the way I'm going to do that is, let's go squad selector, and we're going to create a new squad here, and we're going to call it our lib squad, okay? So if they let me, I bet there's something wrong with them, me calling it a lib. I bet they'll say that you can't call it lib. Oh no, you can, fine. So what we're going to do, thing that you guys need to realise first off, okay, most important thing, the 3 cheap clubs from the Libertadores and Sudamericana are Boca Juniors, Racing Club, and River Plate. They've got loads of gold cards and makes them cheap. We're going to use those to bang our rating right up, okay? So we're going to head to Libertadores, and we're going to set it to this, down here, and we're going to do concept players on, okay? Now, Cavani, for example, might be someone you think to dive on and be like, yep, we're going to use him because he bangs that rating up. It's a 74 rating that you need. But Cavani is quite expensive, and you don't really need to use him. 1.8k is not worth your time, realistically. There are guys that are cheaper, and you can work this out. So I'm not going to sit here on this video and be like, right, go and bang these out. Find the cards. There's a load on my screen right now. You can see which ones are going to be quite cheap by looking them up. For the sake of the video, and I mean it is just for the sake of the video, I'm going to choose 2 random players. I'm going to go Rojo, and I'm going to go Armani as my options, not Quintero, Armani. Think my 2 options, right? For those 2 clubs, and then I'm going to go find a Racing Club player as well, because they tend to be cheap. So we'll find, where's Moreno? There he is. Perfect. Moreno goes into there. So I've now got 3 players. I'm just going to fill this up now, and realistically with as cheap a players as I can possibly put into it. So if I go striker, remember, you've got to have 1 from each team. So I'm going to go and look. I'm going to look down like 72 rated Pons, for example. Then I'm going to look into another one, and I might go Bruera. I might stick him in there. And again, my aim is to get this squad to 74 rated, okay? Right mid, Again, remember, you haven't got to do it like right mids and stuff like this. You can change up. We'll go Caroso. Right back. We're going to go Pires. Take Pires because I've already got him. I know he's cheap. Centre mid. We will take... Who are we going to take from centre mid? Jotun's usually quite cheap. Left mid. Now, again, remember, you haven't got to use left mid, centre mid. You only need 10 chem. Just 10 chem, alright? We're going to go for Lauba. I don't think I've got anyone. No, he's got one from the same squad already, so we can't go for him. I'm going to put a couple of goalkeepers in because I know they're cheapest. They're the cheapest ones to go for. So we're going to go keeper. We're going to go Ramirez. We're going to go Cacheda. And we're going to go Galindez. These are the ones we're going to go with, okay? So I think that will be all different teams, if I'm not mistaken. Have a look. Ramirez into there. There's a 74 rated team, okay? Now, I don't think there's any duplicates there. If there is, I'd swap them out anyway. But that is going to be your 74 rated team that you're going to use to complete the League SBC every time. You can either just trade with these cards. So I can go to someone like Ramirez. I can compare price on him. And I can find out what he's selling for roughly, okay? And all I'm doing is looking for bids and undercuts. So I can throw a bid on him. Throw a few bids, in fact. Stick a few bids down there on Ramirez. Again, we won't get all of them. But I want to find out what he's actually selling for. So I'm going to go find out. Throw some bids on him. And I can just trade with Ramirez. And buy 3 of them at any one time. And then just keep one of them each time I get that and make my profit on him. Now, I don't know how much he's selling for at the moment. Because promo packs would have dropped his price down slightly. Which Ramirez is it? That's the question. Yes. Love that. About 1,200. So again, if I got those at 600 coins, which is not likely, people will up with me, then again, I'm basically keeping one, selling 2, and I'm making profit every time, okay? So I can do that with Ramirez. Easy. I can do that with my whole team there, and what you'll do is you'll grow to learn the prices of these players. You'll be like, right, I know how much these players cost, so you can just check the market. Periodically throughout the day, you might see Jotun normally sells for 1,500. You go and check him. He's down at 1,000. You can buy 5 or 6, hold them, sell them on for profit, okay? What you're aiming to do is to buy enough to keep this squad and use it, and then make profit on top, okay? You're looking to make profit on top. Because what you're going to do with that profit then is start buying the other teams, okay? So this is the order that you go about buying your Libertadores or your Sudamericanas, okay? So let's go to my favourite SBC, Premium Mixed. So Libertadores is done. You're then going to go and buy one of the Liga or the Bundesliga, okay? One of these two. The reason why you do that, I'd recommend the Liga or Bundesliga if you can, is because they're tradable. So you can then go and sell whatever you get from those to make some coins back, to then put those into maybe the Premier League, or put it into the Bundesliga if you didn't do that one first. And again, you can keep doing that and doing that. And the aim is to not lose coins. And if you do it this way, you won't lose coins, okay? What's going to happen at that time, the same time as you're doing this, is you're also going to get some untradeable players. Now, obviously, some of those untradeable players will go back into this SBC here. But the other untradeable players will go straight into the Mixed League upgrade instead. And that will enable you guys to complete that SBC just by default. Each time you complete this a few times, you're going to complete that as well. It's really that simple. Now, if you can't be asked to look up players, if you really can't be bothered to look up players, then there's a really simple way to trade and to just make the coins or get the players you need. And that's the Eredivisie. So if we go to the Eredivisie, we have a little look. We're going to look at maybe Volendam. Might be the one to look at here because no one touches them for some random reason. So they never have that much value. Where are they? FC Volendam. So these are usually about 600 coins. 550, 600. There you go. Again, these guys here. People don't look at them. They don't get looked at much at all. You can go and bid on them. Don't just do Volendam now. Any of these random obscure clubs. Fortuna Sittard, for example. Any of these random clubs, you can find which ones are the expensive ones. And you can learn pretty quickly. I mean, that one would have been a decent buy. You can learn pretty quickly who it is you should be buying and who it is you shouldn't be buying. And once you get to a team like this, it's 1,200 coins. You know that's a good place to be. And you can trade with those clubs and use those clubs for the Eredivisie area. Because I normally only do Liga, but the Eredivisie has become a bit more feasible, I'd say, is the best way of putting it. You can basically just go and stick a few of these guys on your transfer pile and try and get a few. And again, if you can bid on these players that you get, you're going to get a really, really good amount of deals on them. And you're not really going to have much risk. Even there, you got the Ramirez. Exactly at that price there, you could have kept one, sold 2, and you would have made your coins back. Would have been that easy. Kept 1, sold 2, Ramirez is bought. That's it. That is all you need to do. The Mixed League upgrade will come by default. You'll get the cards for that from the untradeable stuff you get from the premium Mixed League upgrade. Okay, you'll get that. Now, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. This is going to hopefully go onto the website in the next 24 hours. This is our sheet. There's a few players there for you guys to trade with. Pause the video, have a look if you want to. It's not a problem. But there are loads. You can trade with all those Libertadores, trade with all those Sudamericanas. You can do all of that, and you can mass buy them. Let's say, figuratively speaking, all Libertadores get to 1,800 coins. The prices you just saw, by the way, were previous prices. Don't buy at those prices because that will screw you over. They all get to about 1.8, and then EA drop a daily SBC, and that contains a Prime Electrum pack. That's 6 players from every person in this game that's going on to transfer market. That will be silver. You can go and buy a ton at that moment, hold them 24 hours and sell them on. There are hundreds of thousands of coins to be made in trading with these cards, and while you're doing that, you can just go and get players to complete the SBC. That's as easy as it can get. It has been easy all year. It's just been made even more easy or easier by EA, and you've just had even more reason now to go and grind out these League SBCs because these are great objectives. If you guys are trying to get Mbappe, if you're trying to get Kenny Dalglish, if you're trying to get Eusebio, if you're trying to get any of these at all, like, you cannot go wrong at the moment with all the stuff you're going to be given. You will pack some decent bits from this, and at the end of the day, it's all free. It's all free. It just costs a bit of time, and obviously, value your time. Put money on your time and monetary value on it, fine. But this is free. So I can't stress it enough. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing when it comes to doing these SBCs. I'm going to be doing it on my account and Sean's account. If you want to see it live, I'm live on Twitch every single day. You'll be able to watch me, come and ask questions. That's how I do it. That's how I've competed Mbappe on 2 accounts now, or nearly competed Mbappe on 2 accounts now. You guys can do the same thing. Anyone can do it. So get involved. If you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below and turn your notifications on. This channel's here to help you guys make coins, grind the game, learn how to never need to rely upon EA and their FC points again. I guarantee you it. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.